Hi friends, Damian Mason joining you to talk about the business of agriculture and Earth Day. Today, April 22nd, 2018, is our 48th installment of Earth Day here in the United States of America. And I want to talk about this from the standpoint of agriculture. You see, agriculture gets a bad rap. We are constantly under attack from environmentalists that say, oh, the food is toxic, you're using chemicals, you're polluting the environment. And I believe that today, on this 48th installment of Earth Day, we should point out all the wonderful things that agriculture is doing for the environment. You know, GMOs are completely misunderstood. You might say, oh, I've heard about those on Dr. Oz. Genetically engineered food crops have allowed us to use less insecticide, not more, less herbicide, less diesel fuel because of less trips across the field, and that helps erosion problems because we're not packing down the soil. We've also got better productivity, genetically engineered or not, through hybridization, innovations, and technological advancements. When you have more output per acre, that means you use less acres, so that marginal land can come out of production. Again, good for the environment. Slopey, hilly fields, erodible type property doesn't need to be farmed. Less bulldozing of trees in Brazil because of more output on the acres we have. You know, there's a thing called Conservation Reserve Program, which is also very beneficial, granted paid for by the federal taxpayers, but you pay for a lot of things. And on this one, I believe you get your money's worth. There's about 23.5 million acres that are enrolled in the Conservation Reserve Program. It's a 10 to 15-year lease. Not being paid to not farm the land, as it's oftentimes called. It's more an issue of we have a lease as landowners with the federal government, and we are held up to certain standards. I have 16 acres in CRP. I have to put prairie grass, plant trees, maintain wetlands so that water and sedimentation is controlled, thereby improving the environment and wildlife. You see, agriculture is doing a tremendous amount of good for the environment. And please remember that, whether you're an ag person or not. Share this with your non-ag friend. You know, the idea that Earth Day is something special for you, dear suburbanite, sure it is, because we all live here. It's our Earth. But picking up a protest sign and complaining about all the evils of environmental degradation isn't really putting your money where your mouth is. Look at agriculture. We have put our money where our mouth is. There's 915 million acres in the United States of America. That's about 40% of our country is devoted to agriculture. Much of it's range and pasture land. Just 360 million of those acres are devoted to cropland production. But all 915 million of those acres are owned and operated by the people that make your food. The business of agriculture. So the idea that we're not vested in Earth Day or we don't have a vested interest in Earth is ridiculous. It's our investment, it's our asset, and it's our living. Happy Earth Day from me, Damian Mason, and the people of the business of agriculture.